What's happening? We back here on PakTalk, baby. With the boy. With the boy. You know, we here to show you all kinds of different phases of Reno, Nevada, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
the
sir.
northern parts of Nevada, and this is it right here, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Introduce
sir.
yourself, dog. Let them know who you is.
What up, man? I go by Bae. I'm part of Hellbred. You know, I'm born and bred, battle born right here at Washoe Med, from the east side of the tracks right there, East 2nd Street, right by the GSR.
East side
you
of
already
the tracks,
know.
he said. I love
So,
that,
you know, that's where I'm from. And
welcome.
Always got to put on for my northern Nevada natives, all the way up from Pyramid Lake to fucking Schurz, Fallon, Wads, all that shit. Friendly, you know how we get down.
If you didn't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And where did you grow up?
I grew up right here on the reservation, RSIC.
Born and raised.
We are actually a derivative of Pyramid Lake tribe, you know what I mean? Back in the day, a long time ago, a lot of people don't say it, but we had a lot of people, and Reno Sparks decided to branch off and have our own tribe and do our own thing.
Okay.
So we moved to Reno, and that's how RSIC got started. That's why we're the three nations, the Paiute, Washoe, and Shoshone. So that's where I'm from, you know, that's where my family comes from. That's all, you know, that's
crazy how it broke down like that.
Yeah.
It broke down like that. Just so it broke down as a unit. Like everybody was, all right, cool, we break down and we're all, you know what I mean? Everything's cool.
Yeah.
That's tight.
We just wanted to be our own thing, you know, I guess. Apparently, so that was dope. You know, I still got left from my PL natives and all that.
Yeah, that's tight. And you were telling me that you grew up out there in Schurz a little bit?
No, I'm not from Schurz. No, I'm from Reno.
You from Reno?
Yep.
And you went out there at all? Like you said, you lived out there? No.
No, I just got my homies from Schurz. That's about it.
Nice.
We got the folks out there, and then, like I said, I'm born and bred right here.
Right here,
by
Reno.
the GSR, Reno, Nevada.
Ooh, my boy.
Washoe
That's my
Med.
old stomping grounds. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That was it right there.
It used to be the Hilton. Used to be the Hilton. Used to be the Bally's. Used to be fucking all kind of MGM.
No, I don't even know it from MGM.
Yeah.
I know it as the Hilton. And if you know Reno, you know the Hilton. You know what I'm saying? And if you know the Res, right down the motherfucking street. And we was out there thugging. It was
used
tight.
to be the MGM.
It was tight.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Out there is cool, man. When I was growing up, and I was telling you before, like when I was growing up, like natives were like a big part of my grow up. You know what I'm saying? My influence, you know what I'm saying? They backed me up. Shout out to everybody out there in Sparks, you know what I'm saying? Because we're in Sparks, you know what I'm saying? We're in Sparks, but still East 2nd was out there. Sparks Middle.
Yeah, a lot of natives went to like Minogue or Reed, you know what I mean? So we had sprinkled with natives all over the place. Spanish Springs, fucking, we out here. These are our mountains, baby.
A lot of game out here. This is our mountains. Yeah, we sharing them with them. You feel me? We out here. We feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes,
tight. That's tight. So tell us about Hellbred, dog. What? Like you are one of the founders.
Yeah, so like I'll say there's a couple of us that found Hellbred. You know, we all came together. Like there wasn't too many native rappers out and about doing that thing in Reno. So, you know, I was just known as like the local plug. I would always have the fire tree or whatever. I'd always have like a hotel room every weekend. And
you were located beautifully.
Yeah, and then from there, it was just derivative. You know, my homie Lenny hit me up.
Shout out,
hey, bro, you fucking, you rap hella good. You have a good voice. You know, let's make some music together and shit, you know? So, shout out to Lenny and fucking, we made our first track, like,
What was the first track name?
It was called What's Up.
What's Up?
It's called What's Up. It's an old school SoundCloud track off of Lenny shit. We recorded that motherfucker in the Motel 6. In the Motel 6 bathroom, off the laptop and like a fucking snowball mic. Like we really did it. We was really grimy with that shit.
Thugging it. Yeah,
and the same night after we recorded the track, we went to shout out to the Ruben's Cantina. You know, that's another old school rap spot in Nevada, in Reno, like where they used to have all the battle raps and all this shit. They let us perform over there, right there on 4th Street. So like that was my first getting into the music thing, you know,
of being out
putting
there,
anything on wax. Because before that, like I said, I would just freestyle at the party, and I was just that nigga, you know what I mean? I was just the fucking, I was the plug, I was that boy, you know? Everybody would slide through, and fucking, so that's how.
That's tight.
So that's how him and I first started rapping, and then, you know, God forbid he had to go sit down for a little bit, and then I was just holding it down out here, and Cash Money. And in the meantime, the youngster Cash Money, shout out to Cash, he was doing his own thing out in Wads, you know, putting on his natives and making beats since a young baby buffalo, since he was 14 years old, you feel me?
I was about to call Young Hyena, but a buffalo is way better. You know what I'm saying?
Making beats and shit. And when Lenny
killed it with the beats. If you don't know about Cash Money, man, look,
you about to.
You about to. You got to go follow the man, and he does the beats. But keep going.
So then Lenny came out, and then he's like, "Hey, bro, I'm back. You know, fucking da. What you been up to? Like, you still want to make some music?" And he's like, "You should meet this kid Cash Money, and you know, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Okay." You know, I was still out here like thugging, doing my thing. So I met up with Cash Money, and we vibed hella dope, and we made this song called Post Up. I mean, not a lot of people from Reno know Post Up, but I know all the natives know Post Up. Like, that was a dope ass fucking staple where like everybody was slapping
Post
that.
Up. I'm slapping.
And then that was another SoundCloud track.
Okay, cool.
That was
Are they still on SoundCloud?
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure.
We're gonna have to look through the archives.
And then
now we're gonna have to re-release them.
And then there's this other native group rapping called 8-9. They're out of Schurz. And they've been rapping for hella long, and we did a few tracks with them, and I worked on my first solo EP. It's called 5 for 5. You know, 5 for 5 is an old recall to my neighborhood, Club Time, you know. Shout out to Club Time. All the natives would go post up at the liquor store, and we'd buy beers, fucking Hurricanes, and we'd get our party pack, 5 beers for $5 flat.
So 5 for 5.
And that was the 5. Everybody would be like, "Hey, let's go get the 5 for 5." You know,
Man, so, like, I missed the 5 for 5. I should have been there because I was at that time.
So I had to make the fucking EP, the 5 for 5. So we linked up, made the 5 for 5, and I wanted features from all of the native artists and shit, and you know, that's how we linked up and figured out we sounded good together. And we were like, fuck it, let's make a group, you know?
Shit. Yeah, as a team.
So we wanted to put on for all the natives, and we came up with the name Hellbred. And we started getting a collective of artists and just started putting them on. And that's how we became.
That's dope. And you guys made an impression, you know what I'm saying? Like, with everybody, like, you know, like individually, and it just, everybody's Hellbred is like, it's a big deal.
It's like I want to say, like, we're almost getting into like a household name, especially like with the natives all know us. And then like at the beginning when we first started out, we wanted to make a name for ourselves in Reno. So like I started doing the project flows, you know, One Vision Entertainment, Project Flow. All the rappers go and spit some bars, try to win $1,000 in a music video and a little trophy.
Yeah.
And like, you know, my homies get money. They've won a couple of those, and like I was there when Glass Tongue won, and like I even did one of the project flows with Illa.
Oh back shit! In the day, okay. What year was this? What year was this?
I want to say it's like 2016, 17.
Oh damn, we might have to bring that shit back.
It was way early.
We might have to bring that shit back. $1,000 in a video. What y'all think? Light up the comments. You know.
Yeah, and that was at Jubs. Rest in peace.
I never got
Rest
to
in peace to Jubs too.
I'm new to the game. I never went into Jubs. I think Richie did, but I never did. So like, I know I put on a lot of foods. You know what I mean?
That was like the staple. Like if you were at the Jubs, you were lightweight doing it in Reno, you know. So that's how I started getting my name out there, and then Cash Money did some project flows, and then I got in pretty tight with Dan Hubbard, and the whole like me and Lenny. And everybody else got in tight with Dan Hubbard. Lenny worked with One Vision Entertainment, got us our foot in the door. And there was this shit called the Farmers Market.
Yeah.
And the Farmers Market was like, it was a farmers market for rappers. So
what the fuck?
It was at this club called The Rack downtown by Cal Neva. And they would run, it was a bowling alley and a little club, and they would have performances there every Friday night for the Farmers Market, and it would start at like midnight. And so we would...
And that's tight.
We would show up fucking deep.
Deep as fuck. How many of you guys were pulling up in that market?
Like 7 or 8 of us.
And they not little fools, you know what I mean? These fools, you know what I mean? You walk through the motherfucking building, they walk through the motherfucking building. You
feel me? We
that's hard.
Just come in hella deep.
That's hard.
Like make our presence, and they would have a cypher every time, whatever. I go hop on the mic, fucking, you know what I mean, do my thing. And I was like, freestyle. Every Friday. Yeah, freestyle.
Like off the dome. You were, oh man, that's
hell yeah. Like every function that was here in town, I try to make it a point to be at. So it's like
that's tight.
The 775 cyphers, the Jub, the Project Flows, any artist that came in town, I would open up for him. We did a cypher at Recycled Records one time.
Oh, Recycled Records.
We were in there doing,
that's tight.
having a cypher, spinning off the dome.
You guys pretty much laid the concrete. You know what I mean? Because fuck, we came in after all that. You know what I'm saying?
So we did our thing, but what was fucked up about us is like, always where we went, the hell bred, it always came with some trouble. So like, we would always come in so deep. Niggas wanted, they wanted to test nuts, I guess, or see what's good. So they fucking
test
they
nuts.
Want to fucking test our balls, you know what I mean? See how it is.
Puffing up the chest and whatnot.
And then this one incident at the
I like to put that one incident
at the rack. One of like the main ones people remember is this fool Frey. He decided to, for some reason, he wanted to test his nuts and fucking called out the biggest fool in our group, my homie Jameson.
Yeah.
He decided to like grab his flag from out of his pocket, and that's a big no-no.
Yeah.
In any hood, you know what I mean? So, and then he starts to get on the mic or whatever. So we're like, okay, we'll see him later.
Oh yeah.
And then as soon as we go upstairs, fucking there's my boys waiting for him, and Frey tried to run away, and then he got caught and just fucking won't just got mollywopped.
Damn, you don't do that, dude.
All the people at the rack, like everybody at the rack came out, and then like ever since then they just knew like, yup, Hellbred is here.
Yeah.
Here comes Hellbred.
Yeah, you ain't doing
fucking
none of that.
Jacob and Dan, like Jacob Robinson and Dan Hubbard, those fools were like, you guys be careful, you know what I mean? Like,
how do you feel about that? How do you feel about it as a promoter? Like, how did you feel about you guys fighting? Or did anything break out? Like,
luckily, it was never at none of their venues.
Oh, cool.
But it was always like right across the street at the casino, or there was always this rule that Hellbred had. We would go. It was called the South Virginia rule. So our favorite spot was the fourth floor parking lot at Cal Neva. That's where we would turn up.
Yeah.
And then we'd have our little mission every night. See if we can go walk to El Dorado or up to the Skywalk to the Rumbulian Circus, and see if we can make it back without getting into any funk or nothing like that.
That's tough.
But then,
especially with all those fools, there's too many fools to be doing all that.
And then so it would always happen.
Yeah.
Every time some Reno rapper or somebody would try to compress, and then we just fucking, we were just having some fun.
Hell yeah, man! We went out of town with fucking with Lenny with Baby Baghdad.
Yeah.
This was in downtown San Francisco, yelling. Like fucking loud though. That shit baby. Echoed through downtown, Market Street. That fool was live, and it was fun. I could see that, man.
Yeah, that was dope.
I had a great time.
I wish I could have went with y'all on that one too. I was just busy doing my dad thing.
There'll be more, there'll be more, and that's what it is. It comes down to like you're saying everything, like how everything's come about as you get older. Like you get more responsibilities, and you got to do different shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't have my baby back then. I have a baby girl now, but back during like all this rack shit and like all the whole coming up, like I didn't have my baby back then to worry about. So we were just doing the most.
My girl dads, you feel me?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You feel me? I got a few of them.
We was out there doing the most, and then once I had my baby, you got to be a man. You got to step up and take care of that. So that's what I did. I took care of my baby. Did my thing, and I still
take some notes.
Consistent with the music shit. So you got to just make time, Don't make excuses.
You're very talented, dog. I mean, you just did the Count Your Blessings challenge, and if you guys are watching this, if you ain't put in your little thing, do it. You know what I'm saying? If you put in the contest, you enter to win a free video, and I think some more. You know
There's gonna be a couple rounds.
Yeah.
So make sure you bring your bars.
Free photo shoot too.
And a free photo shoot.
So promote yourself with the video and some pictures, and we're gonna make you look right.
From Isma Images on IG.
Isma, come on,
go and check out his work.
You know what I'm saying? It'll be down there.
It's great work. This is a dope package, a video and a photo shoot. You feel me? Yes, sir.
Excelente.
How do the Italians do it?
Bellissimo.
That's just good. Good shit.
And you just did a live performance. That shit was hard.
Yep.
You speaking from the heart. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about some real shit.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So I'm talking about life happens. My condolences to you. And
Thank
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? My condolences.
Thank you. Appreciate you, brother.
The right hand. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
But you just lost your mom's.
Lost my mom's.
Yeah. Shout out to mama and shit.
Yeah. Shout out to mom. Love you, mama. Yeah. I know you're watching.
I want to shout her out.
So.
I don't want to bring up too much feelings in there, but I know.
Shout out to my granny too.
Granny, there you go. Me too. My granny and them. I lost my granny like a few years back, so what I mean? It's hard. It's a hard one.
Yeah, they were like back to back, like. my granny passed a couple years ago, and then my mom passed like the next year. So that's just tough. And they were my rocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're my ones there for me always. So
yeah.
When I speak about that in my music, that shit's serious for real.
How you take that as like? Would you you feel like stronger?
It hurt me real bad, but I know they wouldn't want me to be weak and lose control and they people know about natives that like to get drunk or whatever type of shit, and I know my people wouldn't never want me to fall into that type of shit. So when it happened, I just wanted to be stronger. I wanted to do better and make sure I take care of my family even more. So that's why I'm keep pushing right now, keeping up with my music shit. Yeah. Even though it's really hard. Yeah. To you just want to give up and fucking all the stress and shit. But really though, this is what makes me, and what doesn't break you makes you. So
hell yeah, well said.
Good.
Well said. And if you and a lot of people, what I'm saying, because we just had a lost RIP to the homie Raz and shit. Shout out to Benny and shit. Shout out to his whole fucking family. And those type of situations, like you don't know how you're gonna
bounce back,
mourn or whatever, and you can easily go back to drinking, like you can go back to doing all kinds of shit. You go back to doing drugs and everything, And I've known, you know what I mean, because I have a slippery slope. I used to drink a shitload, you know what I'm saying, and then so I know if I go back, I ain't coming back. You know what I mean? So that's good that you took it upon yourself to be like, I'm gonna do it differently. Yep. And they looking and they the spirit is strong.
I hope they're proud. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hope they're proud. That's all I could hope they are.
And native culture. You're half native and half Mexican.
Yep. Yeah. Half native, half Mexican.
So the spiritual part is hard on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
On your Mexican side, just if I may ask, what religion are they?
They're mainly like Christian, I guess. Christian? But not even. Only my abuelita was Christian. She would go to the big church downtown with the big golden doors.
Yeah.
She would go there.
That's the one.
And then but like I said, my grandpa and my grandma, they're from the ranch. They're from Guanajuato and shit.
Nice.
They're hella old school. They're hella old school Mexicans. So they believe that natives and Mexicans are the same. You know what I mean? So I believe. So that's what they've always told me, and that's what they believe in. Not a certain type of religion, but I guess always believe in God.
Yeah, I always believe in God.
But I guess always believe in God. You know what I mean?
So similar, but we have similar. Like we're very in tune. We try to be in tune and very you got to have a good heart. You feel me? Either way, you have a good heart and your spirits come back and they bless you. You feel me? Like that type of shit.
Yeah, that's they pray to God and a certain thing. Like as far as my religion and spirituality, I'm not even sure what I choose yet, or you know what I mean?
Because I respect that.
I definitely believe in a higher power, but when I pray to the Creator. You know what I mean?
I like that.
I pray to the Creator and even God. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit that people believe, and everybody's God seems to be similar, but who knows? There might be different ones.
And I always say that if you have a higher power, you're winning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I call him God. You can call him whatever you like, but if you have a higher power, you're winning because you have something that you believe in that's bigger than you. And it'll carry you through, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just good to have, so that's tight, And
then one thing I always do too, I try not to ask for much, but what I do ask for is for forgiveness every time. Yeah. For all the, anything bad that I may have done. I'm not perfect. Yeah. So I just ask for forgiveness and ask for strength and let me get through.
That's hard.
And to keep my family good.
Yeah. And then when I was out doing some shit, and when you get in trouble, you forget when you're doing shit, you forget about everything. To me, in my experience. But then when you get in trouble, you're like, God, man, hook me up, fool.
Please, God, I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again.
That's that young part of you. And then I'm telling you, you got to wiggle out of that shit. You got to, don't ask for nothing. Just ask to be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Ask to be better, bro.
Now that like I said, my mom, my grandma's gone, I'm the main one that has to be the rock for my family. I got a bunch of young siblings, a bunch of cuddies, and everybody that count on me. So, I want to be there for them to count on.
Yeah. As soon as I met you, I feel like I've met you forever, but I told you the other day, I fuck with your vibe tough. You look like somebody that it's a good person to follow. You feel me?
Hell yeah,
you set yourself and you walk with a certain standard, and I like it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You too, brother. Thank you. You got a fucking dope ass movement going on right here.
Appreciate you.
Black City's been fucking popping in town. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hellbred, we've been trying to do the same thing. You know what I mean?
The same thing.
Fucking stamp.
And coincidence, we run into each other. Yeah. Quick, with Lenny and then
real recognize real.
Yeah.
Cash, we fucking with each other. You feel me?
Real shit. You could go. You and Benny got a song That's hard.
Oh yeah, I just dropped a single with Benny's called 10 Toes.
10 Toes.
It's dope. Toes. It's on my Spotify, Apple, all major platforms, but that one's a dope one.
Yeah.
You can spit pure game on that motherfucker.
You know, and there's gonna be more collabs coming soon.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You're gonna hear this guy on some hooks.
We got Benny on our Hellbred albums, the Bando Cypher, and a couple other ones. Yeah, we got some sick shit. Definitely gonna be more on the way.
Go look him up on you guys are on Apple, all platforms. Hellbred. You look up Hellbred.
Just look up Hellbred. HELLBRED. One word, all caps.
Tu sabes.
All facts.
Tu sabes. Hey, but being raised out in Reno, like, what do you? If I'm coming in from out of town, how would you explain Reno? Like, what would you say is like? What would, you know what I mean? Like, I come in from like
Reno is it has a good motto, the biggest little city. It's a very nice town. You can do a ton of things, but everybody knows everybody. So when you come into town, you got to expect a little bit of like shortness. So
that's well put. You know shortness. I like that.
People are about their shit. They know what they want to do, so they're gonna be short with you. But Reno is ultimately a great fucking town. I always say we're about to be the new Mecca, just like Silicon Valley. We're so close to Lake Tahoe, to Salt Lake City, to fucking Vegas.
Everywhere. We're in the middle.
We're right here in the middle. We're the epicenter of everything. And with the Tesla and Google, Apple farms, everything coming here, everybody's moving into town. A lot of great minds, a lot of talent.
Money.
Reno is really about to be popping. It's a good spot to come to. But, you know, a lot of people don't like it because, like I said, people got short attitudes here,
and
you know what I mean.
And I think a lot of people don't like it because they don't take advantage of it. They're out here just dicking around, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then they're just like, man, I don't got shit. It's because you don't do shit, not because the city don't got much to offer. It got everything to offer you.
Oh yeah,
we're cheaper than California, and you can buy more land. I mean, we're
open 24 hours.
24 hours, bro.
You do anything you want, anytime you want.
But so, that comes with his. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? When you like to drink, like, I used to like to drink, 24 hours was the shit, you know what I mean? Like, 24 hours was the shit. My cousin used to come from the Bay Area, and they were like, man, we can't, you know what I mean? Like we got to go get some drink. I'm like, for what? Like, why you so rushed type shit? He's like, it's about to close in. I'm like, hell no.
Nah, bro, we can go we can go later.
And we'll pull up to the gas station and get a bottle, and they would trip out. You don't need a liquor store? Hell no.
And there's a casino machine there at the gas station.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Yeah, people aren't used to that.
Yeah, no. They're not used to that. And then you can fall to some shit, you know, gambling, drinking, all kinds of shit.
So that's why I would say just make moves, not excuses. You know what I mean? Ooh. And it depends on the people that you meet too. So that's why you always gotta, like you said, follow your good vibes. You can tell when somebody's acting shady or, you know, blah blah blah. So make sure you meet some good people out here in Reno because there is good people out here.
Yeah, there is. There's good
connections.
We're
trying to put on for the town.
Yeah.
And we're trying to, you know, get us on the map, baby.
Yeah.
It's good.
And we're colorblind to that part, to the respect part. We're colorblind to the good vibes, you know, because you got the good vibes and you got respect and you stand on something. You already know, like you link up with people that do the same shit.
Yes, sir. Stand on business. We're gonna stand on it with you.
Stand on business.
Yes, sir.
Business. So gambling? Do you gamble at all?
I used to gamble all the time. At the table though, blackjack at the table. That was my favorite shit. But
would
nowadays,
you drink and do it or no?
Yeah,
because
I have a little beer every now and then, you know, or whenever the lady came around, have my beer. But
I used to get fucked up.
But I love playing blackjack. That was my shit.
I get itching every time.
Whoever, I'm like. And then it's funner when a lot of people are at the table. Hey, what you got?
Yeah.
Hey, stay on that.
Like, oh, no,
stay on that.
Yeah or no?
People don't know the techniques.
Hell
no.
And then you get the...
Yeah.
And then here comes a drunk guy sitting on third base at the end and just wants to hit everything.
Doubles down when the dealer got
and then everybody got to yell at him. We've kicked people out of the table. Yeah, me and the dude that you just seen earlier, my homie, homie that you seen, my homie Eric, shout out to my homie Eric. We used to be playing, and somebody would come and fuck our money up. We're like, hey, bro, you gotta go, or you gotta go with the program.
And that's an example of there's short attitudes. Where you come to the table, you don't know how to play, you can get kicked.
Get the boot. Like a real one's gonna tell you, hey, fool, get the, you know what I mean, or you gotta leave. You feel me? But if the table's hot and you're fucking it up, hey. Hey.
Yeah, we don't be afraid to tell you.
Hit the road, Jack.
That shit. Hey, dog, you fucking our game up.
Hey, look, fool, like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but get over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, speaking of which, that fool's got walked out with fucking 2 handcuffs, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking A.
Because they try to put one on him, they're like, no, we're going to need 2. And then, that's my boy, yeah. And I think he slapped somebody in the fucking bathroom or some bullshit like that. But it happens, you know what I mean? Like, It's short little city. You know what I mean? You're open 24/7. Motherfuckers is drunk all day, all night. You know what I mean?
And then if you want to go out again, you're gonna see that same boy the next weekend.
Yes, sir.
That same
and
boy,
then you're gonna figure out that you're the girl that you're with. That's her cousin or something like
that. Yeah. Everybody within the friend group know that. Yeah, everybody knows everybody.
And in the hip hop community, which is dope, and I love that you you dug into it like a little bit and gave us like the spots and shit like that, because you really game me the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because we're 4 years into the rap. You know what I mean? We're fresh still.
Oh yeah.
I feel very fresh. 5 years, because I was doing something different when I was younger. I knew East Second and all that from just being around there and doing all that, but not no music shit. So now going into the music shit, I'm like, damn, like I got a lot of catching up to do, like a lot of learning to do, And like when you were telling me about the fucking the battles and doing all that, giving prizes, bro, I'm telling you right now, light up the comments, man. If you guys want a battle and you want to get a grand prize of a band, we could put that shit together, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. The main thing that stopped it was like Jubs was the main hip hop venue, and then when the COVID hit, they just lost business. They just shut down. Shout out to the Bluebird who've been keeping it up, bringing all the hip hop acts out. There are a lot of places.
They got the Bluebird. You got the Oak Room. Used to be the Alpine, and then they got another spot. They got another spot in Midtown. I wish I remembered the name, but they said it's really nice. And then they got other couple places, but nobody is doing no like tournament. I mean, not tournament, but no competitions like that. I feel like it's good. Competition is healthy. You feel me? Like
most definitely.
And just don't get your feelings hurt. You feel me?
And
I might get on the mic and tear that shit up.
I heard that from my homie Oz from the Intoxicated Pedestrians. It's a band out here in town that Slasher Steve. He used to run the rap battles out here. Okay. I heard that he was gonna get it started again.
Oh man, again, so. What's his name?
Slasher Steve.
Slasher Steve, hit us up, dog. Can we collab?
Tap in,
That's all we want to
do
is collab. We just want to collab.
Let's make something happen. Yeah. The hash slinging slasher.
Yeah, that's SpongeBob, the hash slinging slasher. I love SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob was my shit.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter is fucking 3 years old.
3? Yeah. Oh, so you're watching all that good stuff.
Oh yeah,
you're watching all that good stuff.
I'm teaching her all the good shit. I'm like, watch this.
Yeah, me and my 9-year-old, we're watching Big City Green and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you know Big City Green. It's a little bit more advanced. They're doing some other shenanigans. And then 3, what is your 3-year-old watching right now?
She loves to watch Bluey. Bluey's the one. Bluey's the main
videos,
one.
Man.
And she loves what I put her on. So like Avatar: The Last Airbender, she'll be all about that.
That's tight.
And she watches Naruto too. She even knows how to do hand signs.
That's tight.
And does her little jutsus and everything. She's cool.
That's tight as fuck.
She's bad. My daughter's cool as fuck.
That's tight as fuck. Well, y'all. This is a great episode, though.
Hell yeah,
of
course.
Feeling it? You fucking with it? You like the studio,
I'm fucking with it. I love the setup. I've been here a few times. I always love the vibe here. It's fucking
let them know let them know where they can find you, Bae. Let them know where they can find you.
Find me at Bae775X on Instagram. Facebook is my government name, so you'll find it off the IG.
Tu sabes.
And then look up capital BAE on all platforms.
Yep.
And if you can't find me, just look up That Shit Slap in all caps or 5 for 5. Those are my latest releases right there. And I got a couple singles out. And like I said, I'm on all platforms. That's where you can find me.
That's where you can find them, man. We out, man. Pack City 100. You already know where to find us. You know what I'm saying? PAK City 100. You feel me? And anything y'all want to talk about on this motherfucker, drop a comment, share, like, do the thing.
Hellbred, Pack
Appreciate
City.
You for coming.
Locked in.
Hellbred, Pack City. What's happening, man? And we out ski.
Peace.
Stop playing with me. Y'all know I pull up to the front shit. Slide through the cut, shaking.